Grew up on a farm right outside of Shelbyville. We had a small dairy. That's what paid my mom and dad's way and paid our way. My mom and dad were really hard-working people, and they taught me a great work ethic, and I've cherished that all my life. They took good care of us that way. They were able to send me to UK and, graduated there as civil engineer, moved back home in 1973 on this farm. The rest of it's kind of history, I suppose.
Now he has one of the better Angus farms in the state.
He's got a registered herd of Angus cattle. He sells bulls, he sells cows.
We have a seed stock business, and of course that's based on trying to produce cattle with certain EPDs that hopefully people will desire to have some of them.
Normally has a big sale in the spring and a big sale in the fall. There'll be 300 or 400 people show up.
Has been very successful in his breeding program.
Well, I think there's always going to be a future in agriculture. People, they have to eat. Just like everything else has, technology is going to continue to play a bigger and bigger role in it. It's going to make it easier to produce the ultimate animal, so to speak, and the ultimate crop for that matter. So the farmer of the future is going to have to learn to adapt to that.
That's what we discuss. Farmers feeding families. Well, it's cattlemen's feeding families.
Tommy McGinnis is one of the outstanding leaders in the community.
And one of my first recollections of what a wonderful, generous person Tom was, we did a youth livestock auction. And in the auction, there was a couple of steers that didn't bring market price even that year. And so the day after the auction, Tom called me. He wanted to make sure that all the kids at least got market price. And ever since then, he's been a huge supporter of our 4-H programs, our youth programs, and that's just a tiny bit of what he does in the community.
I work with a lot of young people in the cattle business, and they're hardworking, show cattle, they work on the farm, they have chores to do, expectations, and I think that's still a great environment to grow up in.
It's just unbelievable how much Tommy does for everybody, but he don't want nobody to know that. I'm just proud to call Tommy McGinnis a friend.
I think there's some real legitimate needs out there. I try to keep my eyes and ears open, and if I'm able and I see a good just cause, I like to help out and do what I can. I just think there are some real needs in communities.